Pika 1.0 is a pretty impressive AI video generator, and today you're going to learn everything you need to start creating amazing videos using AI. So let's get right into it. Head over to pika.art. If it's your first time creating an account, there may be a waitlist to gain access, but they do seem to be moving through it pretty quick. Once you're logged in, you're greeted by the Explore page, where you can browse tons of examples generated by Pika AI. And you can switch from the grid view to the list view for a more immersive experience when viewing videos. You'll notice certain videos have additional information attached to them in the top left corner. For example, this one here had 4 seconds added to it. Its resolution was upscaled, and it was actually created from a video upload. I'll be diving much more in depth into these features throughout the video. But for now, let's quickly pop over to the My Library tab. Here is where you'll find all your Pika video generations. And just like the Explore page, you can either use the list view or the grid view. Okay, let's make some videos. The prompt box is where all the magic happens. From left to right, you have the option to upload your images or videos as the base of your generation. Next, video options allows you to set things such as the aspect ratio or the amount of frames you'd like your video to have, with Pika currently supporting a maximum of 24 frames per second, and each video generated is currently a maximum of 3 seconds, so most videos will have 72 frames. Next, you have camera control, where you can choose things such as the pan, tilt, rotate, and zoom of your video's generation. Strength of motion pretty much determines how much movement your video contains, as we'll see in just a little bit. And lastly, the parameters. Here, you'll be able to set advanced options such as negative prompts, the seed number, or just how close you want Pika to follow your guidance text. I'll be exploring these features throughout this video, so you'll be able to get a really good sense of how they work. Now, let's give Pika a basic prompt to start with. You'll notice prompts in Pika don't have to be full sentences, and you can separate your desired details by simply using commas. So my prompt here is asking Pika to generate a cinematic video of a sci-fi bunny on a purple planet in the galaxy. The bunny will be looking up at the sky with excitement with a low angle view and a sort of zoom in motion. Once you hit enter or the generate button, videos typically take 30 seconds to a minute to generate, though different plans seem to have different generation speeds. Okay, and here's our generated bunny. Definitely creepy, but you know what? We will go with it. You'll notice new controls have been added to the bottom of our video. There's now a retry, reprompt, edit, add 4 seconds, and upscale button. So let's dive into a few of these. Clicking retry simply takes the same prompt and runs it through Pika AI all over again. Even though it's the same prompt, we will get a slightly different image this time due to the nature of AI image generation. However, for more advanced users, you can get your image's seed number, put that into the advanced parameters box, and that should generate the exact same video. And here's our second version. Still no less creepy, but it is what it is. Clicking the eye icon will give you key info about your video, such as the aspect ratio, frames per second, and the seed number I just previously mentioned. Now, the reprompt button is useful if you'd like to modify your original prompt. So for example, let's increase the strength of motion of my video generation and also add in a gradual zoom. You'll also notice the retry option gave us multiple versions of the same prompt, whereas the reprompt version created an entirely new video generation. And you know what? The second version looks so much better. And as you can see, compared to the first generation, there's much more motion and movement in this one, as we did increase the strength of our movement. Now, the edit button is really fun. So let's click that. And then first, let's modify region. This is pretty much the equivalent of in-painting, whereby you take a section of a video and add or remove certain elements to it. Let's give our space bunny sunglasses. I'll move my selection box over the desired region, and just a note from experience, it's usually better to select a wider region than you think is necessary, as sometimes it cuts things off in very weird places. And let's let it know we'd like our bunny to be wearing sunglasses. Once you hit enter, you can minimize the edit region as you wait for a new image to be generated. And there we have it, our space bunny with sunglasses on. Now, this looks more like a sleep mask and not sunglasses, but honestly, for such a basic prompt, that is not a bad job at all. Let's hit edit again and try the next feature, expand canvas. So for example, supposing I was making this video for mobile format and wanted the space background extended, well, I can simply hit my desired aspect ratio and then prompt it with my desired addition. I'll place my bunny at the bottom of the frame, enter my prompt, and then see what we get. I accidentally hit enter twice and it actually used up 2 generations. So let's see what happens with both. And you know what? Both versions actually look pretty decent. Now, this next part is really fun. Let's start with this stock video of a woman walking, and let's use modify region to give her a winter jacket. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Not too long ago, a task like this would have taken days to do. Just for fun, let's quickly do another example, but this time using an uploaded image instead of video. Here's an image I created in DALL-E 3. Now, let's use Pika to add some motion to it. This time, I'll increase my strength of motion and also add some camera movement for dramatic effect. And let's see what happens. Wow, this is really cool. In just a minute, I've added motion to an AI-generated image. And supposing we wanted a longer clip, we can simply click Add 4 seconds and hit the prompt button once again. And now we've gone from a 3-second clip to a 7-second clip. But you'll notice at the 4-second mark, things kind of fall apart. There are some tips and tricks that seem to help with this, such as reducing the strength of the motion or even adding the word blur to the negative prompts. Either way, a pretty fun tool to mess around with. Overall, Pika is a really fun AI video maker. A few things to note from this Pika AI tutorial is that Pika is still in beta, so your mileage may vary and you may need to do several edits and tweaks to get your desired results. In a lot of cases, at least for now, it's actually better to generate images in tools such as Midjourney and DALL-E and then add motion in Pika. And as always with AI video generators, be detailed and specific with your prompts, including things such as your subject, camera angle, setting, and so forth to get good results. I'd love to hear your experiences and tips for Pika 1.0 in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.